I want to thank you for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, peoples? How you doing? It is such a wonderful day outside. I am telling you, it's beautiful. I mean, if you like this kind of weather, it's a gorgeous day, and I do. I like any kind of weather 6 feet above ground. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. So, today is a little bit different because I have someone whose heart is in something and they wanted to share it with the world. And they're here to tell you all about that. And I want to welcome and give a congratulations, first of all, to Mike Parker. What's up? And welcome to the show, sir.
Glad to be here.
Awesome, awesome. So, you have this love for pro wrestling. Tell me about that. When did that begin?
That begins in 1985. They had the first WrestleMania. There's kind of a rock and wrestling crossover. Wrestling got really popular. Some people, were just in it for when it was a fad, but I fell in love with it and I started watching then, and I've been watching ever since.
Mm, mm. So okay, so we can assume that you have like toys and stuff like that from when you were young.
Yeah, I had a few of the toys, but actually, I was getting, when they came out with the toys, I was kind of getting into my teens. So
Mm,
I had a few of them, but I was almost getting like out of toys when they were starting to come out.
hmm. Wow. I love toys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love toys now and also then, and definitely I love pro wrestling. Like my favorite was Hulk Hogan. But we're not getting into that because then if I go into that, I'm just not going to be able to do this interview because this is just okay. So you started an online pro wrestling mini museum. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Why?
Um, there's a kind of a story that leads up to it. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't something I had thought about before. And then around 2013, I discovered there was kind of an actual museum in Pennsylvania in an antique mall.
Mm-hmm.
And because I loved wrestling so much, I would go there. I would just marvel at the displays, spend hours there looking around. Fast forward a bit. Actually, I'll back up. That was kind of my inspiration.
Okay.
So around 2015, couple years after that, I said, you know what, I'm going to set up a little wall in my house, but it was just one wall at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of grew a little bit. And then in 2018, unfortunately, this place closed, but I bought a few of his things, and that's when the ball started rolling in my head. I'm like, maybe I can do this at home.
Mm.
And it took a while. I did start it, but it wasn't online at the time. It was kind of just for me. It was kind of like,
Mm.
I want to keep this going, but it was more just for me. And
Mm-hmm.
then around October 2019, I said, what would be really cool is if I made this available to everybody, just like an actual museum, except that it's all my stuff and it's something that I'm sharing with people.
Mm-hmm. That is so special because you've opened up your passion to other people to enjoy. You know, in the moment that you did this, though, I mean, were you really truly thinking it was going to get like it is today, where you're promoting it, you're doing all different kinds of things, you're showing people, people are enjoying it?
I guess I had a hope because I did go out, I spent time to build that website, take all the pictures, put that together. And, when you start the social media, that's kind of what you're hoping for.
Hmm.
So I didn't really know where it was going to go. So I'm happy to see it grow a little bit. And I'm always hoping it's, going to grow more.
Right. Wow. It's such a special thing to see what you've done with the website. You've also been on I've seen on, is that like the is that ABC or NBC?
It's NBC. It was
NBC?
the Florida affiliate, basically right before WrestleMania this year. Because of the pandemic, I had reached out to them because WrestleMania was in Florida. I should be
Mhm.
specific about that, about how, they're not going to have a lot of the outside events that go with WrestleMania. But I have this memorabilia that I have for people virtually, and they were interested, and they did a little story on it.
Mhm. I love this because you have all your photos here. You really have taken the time to take a lot of photos. But you not only that, you have a belt. You
Yeah, I
have
have
a belt.
I
Tell
have a
me.
couple.
Okay, so I mean, literally, how did you search this out? How did you find where to get these signed autographs and all different kinds of? You got Ric Flair and you got all. I mean, just tell me, how did you do this?
Everything has its own story, but I'll say most of the things is just from me going to autograph signings and events and getting those signatures myself. So this
Hmm.
is many years worth of collecting, and if you want to call it work, I mean it's fun, but
Wow. Well, I am looking here at pictures of Brutus Beefcake's armbands. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that name in so many years, and I see so many wonderful pictures. Just amazing, amazing that you took the time to do this. This has got to be such a labor of love for you. How does this make you feel that people can now enjoy this and actually sit back and enjoy what you enjoy?
I mean, I love to do it. I hope people are out there enjoying it, whether it's because they like wrestling or maybe it's something they can see that they haven't seen before, or even live vicariously, because collecting anything can be an expensive endeavor. So,
Hmm.
maybe it's not something everyone can do and they can just look and, enjoy through what I have.
Yeah, this is so cool. Wow, 1999. You even have Missy Hyatt's ring war. Amazing, amazing. Wow. Well, thank you so much for doing this because it takes. Oh my gosh, no way. B. Brian Blair mask. Yes, I always used to call them the bumblebees. That's so cool. I mean, you guys have got to go look at this. If you haven't seen this, it's the Wrestling Museum net. You have got to go to wrestlingmuseum.net and just go down memory lane. Amazing, amazing the time that you've spent. Thank you so much, Mike, for doing this.
Absolutely.
Wow. So, I mean, with everything that you've done, what is the one thing that you want people to take away when they go to this website and when they see all the wonderful things that you put together?
I would say maybe the history of it, because there seems to be a little bit of a divide between old fans and new fans, and I want people to enjoy everything and realize whether you started watching it today or you're an old school fan, that it's something everyone should enjoy. And maybe it's something also where people can learn, because I have certain displays where I've kind of written everything out and described the history. So, maybe a little history lesson too.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for doing this. Because it's just amazing all the things that you've put together. It's just it must have taken a very long time to do. Thank you so much. I do so hope you guys take the opportunity to go to wrestlingmuseum.net and check this out. Most definitely. And thank you so much, Mr. Parker, again for being on the show.
Absolutely. It's fun.
This is fun. What you've done, this is fun. I mean, I can tell you literally where I was and what I was doing when I saw Brutus Beefcake. When he would jump, I would jump on my bed. My mom would scream, "Stop it!" Just the memories alone it's amazing. Thank you.
I'm glad that's, you know, people can enjoy these memories.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. Me too. So don't forget to go to wrestlingmuseum.net and enjoy yourself. And until next time, guys, don't forget to dare to be different. All right.
Ooh, yeah. I dare to be different. 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 I dare.